What up, Chef B? What up, Stang? What up, Flannel? What up, Yo Moy? How's everybody doing tonight? What up, Joe West Coast? T-Roy, what up? What's going on? How's everybody's start to the weekend going? You guys doing anything fun this weekend? $75-hour week. Wow. I think you earned yourself a little relaxation, a cold one. Good money though. I assume that there's some overtime in there, right? A little time and a half, maybe. There you go. That's why we do it, right? That's why you do it. All right, there's 7 people in here, so we could do an official intro. Where's my Java? There it is. Sorry about my voice, guys. Still a little sick. Sunday is double time. There you go. All right. It is a Stormbreaker. It's a Stormbreaker. It was from my Halloween costume a couple years ago. Pretty nice, though. All right, we'll wait for a couple more people. What up, Rock? What up, Nicodemus? How you guys doing? Let me clear my throat. Sorry about all that. Whew. My chest just took it. All right, well, you guys are pointing at the Black Series stuff at the moment. The newest item available is the Star Killer, which was featured. That's our feature figure of the stream. So if anybody's interested in the Star Killer Pulse Con set, let me know. There's all the Star Wars, and of course there's more than we can display, so make sure that you're looking through the store. NECA, TMNT, and horror. Plenty of Marvel Legends available. There's some DC down here. We can go through DC if people want to look at DC. So just always, let me know. And then the G.I. Joe stuff. The newer classified stuff is over here featured. Oh, we have another Big Ben that we can put out as well, because we do have one available. Let me grab that Big Ben so it's on display. But I'll leave you guys playing at Star Wars for now. As always, just going to have the stream running, hanging out, bullshitting, taking requests. So whatever you guys are interested in, make sure that you're looking through the store to let us know what you're interested in. All right, I'll leave you point. Oh, hold on, let me grab the Big Ben first. 1 second. So we have one more Night Force Big Ben in stock. So this is our last one of those. And then I did get the Omega Rangers 4-pack You guys are after Lightning Collection, so that is available as well. Those are the Omega Rangers. I'll point us at the G.I. Joe stuff. I'll just pick it up. So, just an overview of the newer, or just really all the G.I. Joe stuff. Night Force Big Ben, Televiper and Trouble Bubble, Snow Job Deluxe, Dr. Mindbender. There's an Arctic Bat down there. Torpedo, Rock and Roll, Scrap Iron, Cobra Officer, Sergeant Slaughter, both versions of Dusty, and Outback, Copperhead, Crimson, Python Patrol, whatever. These are all random Vipers, Officers, and Bats over here. Thorana. Various Joes over here. And then there, I think that's Zammot over there. And then we got the bikes up here. There's a Super 7, Snake Eyes. There's a Snake Eyes and Timber set. There's the Croc set. Red Ninja. Cobra Commander. Fortnite Snake Eyes. And the Breaker with Ram. So that's your overview of the G.I. Joe classified stuff. I'll leave you guys pointed over there. Micro Galaxy Squadron. I have the Ahsoka Starfighters 2-pack. And there were a couple other things. Let me grab them. They're in bins. I'm going to leave you guys pointed at G.I. Joe. I'll look for some more stuff. Soft mic. Oh, the other Outback is available still, so I don't know if I have a spot for him though. From here. I have a Scythe, Micro Galaxy Scythe. We had the shuttle, but it sold last week. We actually did a review that I got to post. And then I have a gunship. I have a Lat gunship. This wing is off in the package, but it can definitely plug right back in there. So, Lat gunship. That's the Series 2 version. Best price on the Ahsoka set. Let's see. Ahsoka set. Apparently it is listed. Do I have it listed? Yeah, I do have it listed. I have it listed at 60. So a little bit of research and get an update on it. Man, they hide Micro Galaxy Squadron on this page. exclusives, right? I still don't have data on this. So dumb. Right. So, all right, let me verify what I paid for it. I'd say on its own, soft mic, I'll lower it to 50 on its own. I have it listed for 60. I'll lower it to 50. That's decent price for you and decent. Don't want to be. That's totally fine, man. If it's available, then go order it. That's cool. It's a pre-order, so I didn't really keep track of stock after that. So. Yeah, I got you. And that's also why we try to encourage people to do combo deals, and not to mention the fact that let's say, just for instance, so you're paying 25 on Amazon, which makes it 28 after tax. They're taking 12% of my sale, right? So if I were to sell it to you, what you would sell it for buy it for on Amazon, 0.88. 24. I would end up losing like $4. Yeah, so that's why I gotta stay a little bit higher than retail, and then like try to do a combo deal where this works here. Anyway, so you saw the Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff. Do you want to see Vintage Collection? Are you only Star Wars? Do you want to see Vintage Collection? Do you want to see Black Series? Like, what are you leaning towards as far as the stuff that you would want to combine it with? I'll do an overview of Black Series stuff. So there is a Chopper and an Ezra up here. Joe's Black Series Vintage, $80 limit. Okay. Any of the newer Joes catch your eye? Because there are definitely some exclusives here that I don't think that you can just order on Amazon. Like the Big Ben is a Walmart exclusive. I don't know if you have that. Obviously, Mindbender would put you over your $80 limit, so we probably won't go there. Snow Job is a deluxe exclusive. Oh, is it an exclusive? I don't remember. Trouble Bubble is newer. Post member. Okay. All right, and then any of the Joes that I have shown on this shelf, you already have, right? So should we get away from Joes? Or anything that maybe your army building or whatever? There's that Super 7 Snake Eyes up there. There's some of the bikes. Okay. So then as far as overviewing Black Series, obviously we have the Star Killer. Like you said, you're a Pulse member, so you know about that. You've had your opportunity to grab that. Chrysanthemum and Malgus are the deluxe boys tonight. Some TVC, we have the Frankendroid, and we have the Cad Bane. For OG stuff, I don't know if you're after OG stuff, we do have the Orange Box Stormtrooper and Clone Trooper. There's a Migs Mayfield. There's a Jetta Patrol Trooper. There's a Shock Trooper. Senate Guard. Purge Trooper was a Walmart exclusive. Elite Trooper. TVC Bane. I do not have a TVC Bane. They did not do a TVC Bane. They did a they did a Black Series 3 3/4 inch Bane. Oh wait, no, did it? Yeah, they did. My bad, they did. It was a long time ago though. Any Protofets? I have a Blue Box Protofet, I believe. Here's an overview of this stuff. Darth Maul. That's a GameStop exclusive right there. That Darth Maul. The Jesse is here. That's a Walmart exclusive. 13th Battalion was a GameStop exclusive. There's an Afra. And the Loyalists. Some deluxes over here. There's the Throne Room Boba Fett. And then there's the Titan Boba Fett. Jedi Ruins Boba Fett. Those are both available. Let me grab a Proto Fett for you. I should have one in the other room. Give me some prices, brother. Most of the Black Series stuff. I mean, you got to tell me what you're looking at because it's a variety of prices. But usually, we try to do the Black Series around 35 if we can. Some of the exclusives can get a little bit higher than that. Obviously, some of the deluxe stuff is going to be a bit higher than that. So, give me your short list, and I'll price stuff out, and we can figure it out that way. Like, which ones that I mentioned are you interested in? Give me your short list and we'll figure that out. Let me grab his Proto Fett and just make sure that I have it in the other room, and then we'll circle back. Also, the store has over 570 items listed, guys. So use the store. As always, with the prices in the store, they're very much placeholder prices. You can make offers on anything. The combo deals will get you your best deal, but feel free to make me an offer on anything. 1 second, let me grab his Proto Fett. Be right back. I think we're out on Proto Fett because it wasn't where I thought it was. Sorry, FNJ. I have the Bo-Katan gauntlet too that I just found. If you don't have that yet, I really thought that we had another one, but the bin that I had all that older shit in doesn't have it. All right, well, whatever. If it turns up, I'll work it into a future stream. If there's anything else you're after, let me know. Mike, if anything catches your eye in that store, just give me the list. What up, King? Welcome back. We got 9 people in here right now. All right, let's do a little reset. Do a little reset since we got 9 people. I'll give you guys little bit better of an intro and a rundown of how the show works and some of the things that we're going to do tonight. A question: how much do you think a Kino pizza box would be with autograph and certificate of authentication? Trying to see what I can charge. Well, the first thing that you need to know, which I personally have not researched yet, is how much does that actor charge for autographs? I would assume he's not a crazy popular autograph. I assume that he's gonna charge between 40 and 80. Yeah, so meet halfway. Assume it's 60, right there. There's your math right there. So 60 to get it signed. So that's your investment. So, and then how much did the Kino box set cost? You paid 60. Costed. I mean, we can do an update on the value. Let's take a look at what the Kino set currently actually sells for. You paid 150. You've seen them go for 200. Kino. Pizza. Is it even on here? Of course, it's not listed. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. We have one. I have one right next to me. All right. Well, I must have priced this a certain way for a certain reason, right? All right. I have ours listed at 220. You said they go around 200, right? You paid 60 for the autograph. I mean, I guess if I had the autograph, it would be something where I have it. I have it posted for 220, right? You paid 60 for the autograph. You're saying they go for 200, so you're looking at like between 240 and 260. So if you're gonna post it somewhere on a website where you would post things, maybe I would say asking price 300, and then be open to offers. Just be open to offers. Most places are going to take a 12 to 15% cut, right? So if you charge 300 and you're not selling it like direct sale, if you charge 300, you're going to walk out the door with around 255 between 250 and 260. You know, are you offering free shipping? These are all the things that we need to think about when we sell things. It's the way our brains work. So I think that I don't know if anybody will buy it at the moment at 300, but say 300, be open to offers. And then if you decide that you really want to move it, you just slowly get lower and lower and lower, and then, you know, the people that are serious buyers of that stuff aren't going to scoff at a high price. They're just going to try to negotiate with the person. You know, people will come in and they'll waste time and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. You're never going to change that person's mind. I just think that the fact that he's not charging that much for the autograph, I don't know. Listen, I don't know how rare his autograph is. But, I mean, you paid $150 for it. You might have paid shipping. It is what it is. We're calling your investment is $150 plus 60. Your investment is $210. Making a $90 profit on a direct sale isn't bad. If you want to go higher, you could say $350. I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, I never listen. This is how much inventory we have of NECA TMNT. You would think that a lot of it would sell a lot faster, but we've had a lot of NECA TMNT inventory for a long time. And my prices aren't insane, and I've lowered them over time, but it's like people want it, but then they get it, and then Mercari's out there, and you can just grab stuff from there, or what's it called, the other one on top. Portal generator, regular Usagi Yojimbo, Krang, Rex. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Rex, Pizza Monster, and Metalhead. Those are the ones up top. Yeah, if I do dollar starts on it, I'll literally lose like $50 to $60 per figure, probably. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Love it. How much are they going for? I mean, most of them are listed in the store. Once again, guys, everything that we have is pretty much listed in the store. So if we go into the store and we type in TMNT, I have the Samurai Turtle 4-pack listed at 400. I have the Ace Duck and Mutagen Man listed at 75. I have the Anthrax and Scumbug listed at 90. I have the Dirk Savage and Mona Lisa listed at 85. I have the Grunt and Jersey Red listed at 85. I have the Mighty Hog and Rhino Man, which I don't see over there, so I don't know if we still have it. I had that listed at 130. I have Rex listed at 75. I have the Toll Thug and Short Gangster listed at 85. Metalhead listed at 50. Mondo Gecko listed at 45. Neutrino 3-pack listed at 125. Pizza Monster listed at 50. Rat King and Vernon listed at 70. Slash and Leatherhead I've listed at 110 because I think it's more popular and it has the updated ankles for Slash. Splinter and Baxter Stockman I have listed at 75. Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady I have listed at 90. Usagi Yojimbo we have listed at 75. Xerix and Zork we have listed at 70. The Mirage 4-pack I have listed at 280. And then there's various other ones. There's the Mirage stuff. There's the Secret of the Use 4-pack I have listed at 250. The other one, yeah, whatever. I got you, FNJ. That's not the way we operate here. We're good. I don't trust the chat. We're good on that. It also depends on your investment. We also work local conventions, so it is what it is. We just do combo deals. That's what we do. It's just a 5 POA Boba Fett. 5 POA Boba Fett. It comes with a little comic book. It has a unique packaging. It comes with that little comic. Let me just start going. Has the 4-pack 6 figures with all the autographs. Awesome. That's great, Spawn Deadpool. I'm going to point you guys towards the Marvel Legends now just for a little bit so people can see some of that stuff. Once again, there's over 570 items listed in the store, so make sure that you're looking through there and let me know what you guys are interested in. All right, we are here if people want stuff. Let me know, guys. Let me take this Kino set off the screen. That's like, here's an expensive thing that you don't want to buy. What up, Joey Fines? What up, Riley? Wait, F. Oh, because it's F and J Collectibles 2. You probably have a Collectibles 1? Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm going to point you guys back at the Black Series stuff. Said sorry I didn't say hello. Totally missed that. How you doing, Seth? What's going on? You didn't hear me say, "Oh, sorry, Sith. I noticed that you said something. I was running around a little bit, and then you came in after that." What should I write? Let's say, um, we will be reviewing unboxing some G.I. Joe and Star Figz tonight. So stay. Of course, I spelled it wrong. After all the editing, I still spelled it wrong. You're uninterested in Mindless One Build-A-Figure parts. Got it. How is that wave selling? Let's see. No data yet. Go to eBay directly. I mean, I don't think any of mine are going to ship for a while. Hold on. So a complete one sold out of Hong Kong for, I assume, around 100 because it's 100 slashed out, but the shipping was $18. A blade sold for 50 plus shipping. A loose Lady Bullseye sold for 37 shipped. Luke Cage 42 crossed out with $10 shipping. Another mindless one. Is there one? Is there a complete one available? Oh, there's this Hero Clicks one that's like screwing up all the data. Not really seeing any complete ones. Let me see high to low. I'll double check Mercari. Thank you, Sippa. That was weird. He came in and then said, have a good night," and then left. Let me see Mercari. And then the last piece of information we need is what do our pre-orders look like? Oh, Daredevil was supposed to ship December 4th. It just jumped up to Friday. So next Friday. So Daredevil should be here next Friday. Blade still says Blade jumped a month. It says November 2nd. I think those are the only two from that wave that I actually pre-ordered. But we'll have a Daredevil soon. What piece of Daredevil come with? He doesn't come with a piece. That's probably why. That's probably why he shipped early, I guess. Because he doesn't come with a piece. And then Blade. Blade comes with the head. So maybe when the Blade comes in, somebody won't want the head. I mean, that's a wave that I would consider getting the case. But you know what's interesting about that wave is it's that first one that's coming back with the windows. So kind of a historic wave, if you think about it. The wave to end all waves. The wave to end all waves. The song that I would sing. It's an army builder doesn't make sense to make online. What do you mean by that? Online? Like an online exclusive? One in hand. Want to see if I can turn him into a Clayface. You don't like the McFarlane Clayface? Oh, that's the one that isn't going to be a. Sorry, I lost track of that. Yeah, that's the wave that's not supposed to be available in stores. How much articulation do you need in a Clayface, though? And also, do you really think the articulation on the mindless one is going to be mindless blowing? We are talking about Hasbro, and we're talking about a big, bulky figure from Hasbro. Are there any reviews out? I wonder where my personal Clayface is. Did I flush him down the toilet? Maybe. I think for a character like Clayface, it's all about the mold. I was actually able to get some decent. God, I gotta find this. It's probably on my Instagram. Get some decent poses out of it. God, Instagram. Why do you take so long to fucking load? Here we go. We probably saw these already. These were the pictures that I took with the clay face, and I thought that I was able to get a decent amount of articulation out of him, for what he is. Here's him doing a stomp. Look at that. He can do splits. What else do you need? Clayface can do the splits. And then I wanted to use these Sandman pieces to swap out his hands. I just never did. Like, I bought clay and everything. Well, the thing about him is, I don't know, did you ever open one? The thing about him is that it's just a stick. His torso is just a stick, and then this piece is just like it's just like rubber. You actually could probably rebuild him, replace that stick piece, and give him some type of crunch, whatever. How was the DC Multiverse one as far as articulation? Because that's the one that everybody goes crazy for. And then there's the Arkham one that had that was huge. It was huge. Yeah, I never finished it. The figures in that wave got out of control. It was like crazy. And I remember there were like certain ones that I passed up on in the store. I think we might have a couple of them left. And I didn't want to like sell that Superman, but then somebody ended up buying it on a stream. Like, I was like, yeah, but there were certain characters in that one. The Green Lantern chick was pretty expensive. Two-Face, I think, got pretty expensive eventually. The Batwoman, I don't think was too bad. The Superman, I don't think was too bad as far as the price. The Martian Manhunter, I think, was the Supergirl version. Was it that one? I don't remember. Let's check the values now. We're not talking about anything else. It's all clay all the time. No, I nailed it. I named all of them correctly. Let's look at the figures and their value. So Jessica Cruz. This says one sold for 70. Interesting. So she's like 70 to 100. Some of these say 160. Some of these are just stupid. I don't even understand some of these. Martian Manhunter loves to hunt some men. Does it even have an average price? Not too bad. There's some like 35. Let's see the actual sold ones. Martian Manhunter is easy to get. Superman. He's like around 40. Someone bought one for 125. Like, why? Doesn't even make sense. The Two-Face is probably up there. Two-Face sold for 30 recently, I guess. So I guess that kind of tanked a little bit. The Batwoman, which I think that I was able to sell the Batwoman and keep the pieces, and they're probably with my personal pieces somewhere. I think I somehow remember doing that. 70, 40. It's not that bad. If you can find the Jessica Cruz, it's a buildable figure right now. It's not that bad. But it's just another one of those ones where it's just like, who would have fucking thought? Like, yeah, great. We wanted the clay face, and it is what it is. Like, sometimes there's just a ceiling to waves where it's just like, all right, how could this possibly be like this high? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, why are people even paying that much for that? Like, I guess because it's the only Jessica Cruz, but it's just like, is she that popular? I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I guess if it wasn't distributed as much as other waves, then maybe that's the answer. Whatever. I'm hoping Avi shows up so I could do these reviews, because I don't want to do them without him. Should we transition to review mode? Maybe I'll do a little tag on them, because I do want to make sure that we do them tonight, because I want to do any shipping early tomorrow, and then I'm going to transition to getting ready for the show. Is this it? Duck Detective? Is that him? We'll give him till like 1 a.m. and then I'll do the reviews. So, sis, I'm gonna do the review of Tunnel Rat and just like say like, I want to keep this Tunnel Rat, so I'm gonna review it, but secretly. And then when he shows up on the next stream, we could be like, yep, there you go. You know, it's still listening. Beauty of talking to yourself for multiple hours a week. What up, Star Wars fan? How you doing? What up, hey Crab? How you doing? What up? What up? We're gonna fire off a couple of figure unboxing / reviews at 1 a.m. So if you're interested in checking those out, yeah, we're just chilling tonight. The main goal for tonight was to fire off these reviews, and then we'll do shipping tomorrow and all that. And if people want to grab stuff in the meantime, they can. Let me remove this thing. Get our lighting going. Get ourselves centered. Banana. Is that ready to solid surface for this or no? Oh, for some reason it does not. Why is it not flush? That's more solid. Okay, cool. No, that's much more solid. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Turn this down. All right. What's going on? Hut Heads, this is Joe the Hut from Joba's Palace. Whoa. Here was another What's in the Box? Action figure unboxing / review / we had people buy some stuff this week. They gave us permission to open them before we ship them out to them. So we're going to take a look at the figures and do a little bit of a review, a little unboxing on them before we ship them out. So thank you, Avi, once again for allowing us to do this before we ship your items out to you. The first item, well, actually, just to do a little bit of a spiel, this is Joba's Palace. We're currently live on Whatnot, which is a live streaming sales app. We're also multicasting to YouTube. It is at Joba's Palace everywhere. We have an Instagram, we have a Facebook, we have an eBay, Mercari, all those things. So give us a follow across all of those platforms or whichever ones that you use, TikTok as well. We're going to be posting more action figure reviews when we have the opportunities to do this. And we do live sales streams every Wednesday and Thursday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to shoot us a DM. We have some local shows coming up soon as well. This weekend, we're going to be at the Long Island TCG show, selling some Pokemon and sports cards and action figures and Funko Pops, as we always do. So give us a follow everywhere. If you guys are interested in anything, feel free to shoot me a DM. Yeah, so that's that. So let's get into the unboxing. The first figure that we're going to take a look at, it's not brand new, but I have not had the opportunity to get hands-on with this figure myself yet, so I actually am kind of excited about it. It is the Grand Inquisitor from Obi-Wan. So Black Series Grand Inquisitor from the Obi-Wan line. So let's get him opened up and take a look at him. I have some figures that we can compare him to. Black Series figures are so easy to open. All right. When they actually have a tray and some plastic to them, they're easy to open. So very happy to take a look at this one. So first, what we'll do here is, as I always say when we do one of these and it's in a tray, I like to kick the legs out first. We don't want to break anything. Kick the legs out. He's got a big bulbous head, so I'm going to do the push in the back of the head to get his head out. And then you get his shoulders and all that stuff out. We like to get the extremities out first so that there's not any risk of breaking anything. He has a soft goods cape as well, so be careful when you're pulling that out. You don't want to like rip that or anything, or rip it out of the piece that it's attached to. Yeah, it is a nice cape. We're going to take a look at the lightsaber first, though, because I believe it's the first time we've gotten one of these types of lightsabers in the Black Series line. There's an extra piece of plastic here. You just got to bend it back. And then there's tape here. So hold on, let's get it out of there. I always like to be careful with the lightsabers because I don't want to break them. So let's just peel the tape. Yeah, one second. I'll do it off screen. It is somebody else's figure, so I like to be extra careful when I'm taking stuff out. That's the easiest lightsaber to get out of here, though. Yeah, man. All right. So what I found was the best move here was to actually pop off one of the blades while it's attached, and then you can get the other piece out and get everything out. All right, get all that plastic out of here. So first thing we're looking at is the lightsaber. So obviously both of these sides can be detached. Come on, get back in there. I always get a little bit nervous when I don't want to break the pegs, when I'm messing around with those. But there's the lightsaber. It doesn't really have like a rotation thing to it, like you might expect it to. Um, but overall, it looks decent. I mean, the paint to me, it definitely needs a little bit of a touch up on the paint. Like that kind of just looks like it was just like blotted on a little bit. Um, so not too crazy about the way that the hilt looks from a paint perspective. Obviously, the same lightsaber ends that we've gotten. Here is the way the hilt looks without the blades on it. But yeah, something is a little bit left to be desired as far as the paint on this lightsaber. Not too crazy, but let's get a little extra light in here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Some splotchiness. I feel like it needs to look a little more uniform with that paint, but it is what it is. It's just paint on a weapon that will either be on his back or he'll be holding, and you won't be able to see that part anyway. Now it does have a peg here, so I believe we can peg this into his back. Right there, right? Yeah. All right. Now, how is that? Is that secure in there? Fairly secure. I think if you're moving the cape around a little bit, you might want to drape the cape like over it a little bit so it doesn't pull when you like move the cape around. But overall, pretty decent. All right, so let's leave these blades over here for now. We'll take a look at him with the blades in a minute. But there he is in all of his glory. We can start taking a look at the actual figure now. First thing we'll talk about is the cape. The cape is very nice. The cape can drape over his shoulders like this, or you can pop it back and put it under there if you're more in like a battle mode. But see, when I did that, I did push the saber off the peg. So, like I said, that cape you got to manipulate it a little bit and make sure that you're not messing around with that lightsaber too much. Take a look at his big bulbous head. I think the size of the head looks good. It honestly might look a little bit better than it did in the live action. I think they captured his essence pretty well. It doesn't have the like pencil head as much as it did in the cartoon. He had much more of a squash head in the show. But overall, it looks pretty cool. I think the eyes look good. Pretty good head sculpt there. It doesn't necessarily look too much like the actor. It's kind of a good blend of kind of like the live action and the cartoon almost in figure form. Has a little bit of an insignia right there that looks like similar to his lightsaber. I don't know if that's the Inquisitor mark or whatever. And then just some other accents here. The belt is pretty cool. Got some buttons on it. A buckle, nice buckle there. Puts the cape up. Not too much going on the back here, but he has the cape, so why would you even need that? And then that's the piece that you peg in. The shoulder blades, the chicken wing shoulder blades. He's got his chicken wing shoulder blades. It's a Seinfeld reference. That looks pretty good. I like the way that his shoulders look. That's pretty well executed there. It's a piece. It can move around. I don't think it's going to limit too much articulation. We'll get to that when we come to it. It's a little bit loose, so just be careful because there's probably only a little piece holding it on here. Right there. So definitely could break, but so just be careful with that, as always. And then his little hips. These are separate little pieces here that are a little bit loose, but don't seem like they're going to hinder articulation either. So maybe that's the thought on that, to not have them molded in. I mean, clearly they're using somebody's legs that they previously used, and then they're just throwing extra armor pieces. Like all these armor pieces are a soft rubber. You could feel like right there. You could just peel that up, and it's a soft rubber right there. And then that's where you can see that's where the cape connects. So it's kind of like an interesting way that they did. The cape is going to go all the way down to his chest down here, and then it hangs there. So I'm not worried about that cape falling off. It's literally all the way down to here. There could be some warping maybe over time on that, but overall, I think being able to articulate, we'll see how much we can articulate. Take a look at the boots first. Pretty cool boots. I like the leathery look to the boots, which is funny because this is a hard plastic here. And it almost looks like it's this soft plastic over here. So the way that they actually molded these boots is pretty nice. I like that overall. So overall, pretty cool figure. Let's get into articulation now. Let's start with his big bulbous head. So he can look up. Pretty good. He can look down. There is a separate neck joint here. If you see, his neck can move separate from his head, and then the head can move. So you're getting that extra bit of articulation up, down, left, right. So overall, I really like the way they did that head. You can get a lot of cool looking poses there. The arms, this is a little bit concerned about how this arm is going to go. Can pop his arm out. Yeah, see, this shoulder is definitely going to get in the way. So let's see. If we pop this up first and then do the articulation. So that would be my recommendation, is to lift this piece first, then do his out arm articulation like that. And then we can get a little elbow action here. It does have a little bit of a crunch there, so you can go that far in. Any wrist swivel? No upper arm swivel there. And then the rest is what you would expect from a wrist. Where's the peg? This piece kind of does hinder his ability to go up and down. You can go that far down. Can't go too far up. So we'll see what it's like when we get the lightsaber in his hands and what kind of things we can do with that. The waist has... There is a waist cut here. You can see on the back better. There is like an upper chest cut here that's doing a majority of your articulation. And his waist, let me check his waist. Let me peep his waist. Is this one piece? This belt does not want to move right here. So I don't think that he has like a straight waist swivel there. I think this is doing like all of your upper torso articulation there. All right, now for the legs. We're going to try to kick out. Once again, these pieces are going to get in your way. So try to just get them out of the way first, and then get your... Can't go up too far, and then I'd be worried about doing some warping. So maybe we might want to not want to have him do too many at least side kicks going on there. And then he does have a cut here. And then he's got the knee. I can go that far back. It has decent side to side there. There's no boot cut here, but that's what this piece is doing for you anyway. And then you can go, regular ankles that we've seen on Black Series a million times. So I would say decent articulation. These extra soft plastic pieces are getting in your way on his hips and a little bit on his arms. I just worry about if I'm doing too many of these, like I said, move this up and then move this out. But if I'm doing too much of that, I am worried about this piece potentially breaking. So just be very careful with that. I can already feel like that wants to be loose there. So it works as far as getting out of the way of the articulation, but over time, it could become an issue. Also, this piece, if you can get it above the belt, then you can go down more. But you just need to get yourself around that belt first. All right, let's try to get him in a cool pose, and then we'll do some comparisons. Once again, I think my favorite features on this one are the soft goods cape and the head sculpt at the moment. All right, let's get his saber back connected So we can try to get him a cool little pose going on here and see how he looks. All right, so first, always got to do a little bit of a stretch on the hand just to get it in there. Come on, get in there. You know you want to. Damn. All right, hold on. There we go. All right. Can you hold this decent? A little bit loose now. I'll push it back in. There we go. All right, there he is. Let's reframe ourselves a little bit. All right. As long as we can get these secured in here. There we go. All right, there he is holding the lightsaber at least. Maybe go with one of those upper ones like he's flying away. Ooh, his Mary Poppins move. We've seen that a million times with the Inquisitors. Let's try like a two. Can we do like a two-hand pose here? I'm like losing where his arm is. There we go. At least that articulation point blends in pretty well, right? Because it's pinless. So that looks pretty good. Can we get him going with like a two-hand, like ready to jam type action here? Like he's just kind of standing and chilling with his lightsaber. A little bit worried about the warping on these pegs here because you can already see that it wants to be like crooked when I want that more straight. All right, let's try to get him in like a side stance, ready to attack with this thing. Kick that leg out a little bit. Give him the old bendy. Once again, would love to have some force push hands, but they never give us those. That's decent. He seems to be easy to pose and stand for the most part. As long as you get those legs set up. I don't see him doing anything like too crazy acrobatic, but he has the articulation to pull off some decent stuff. So that's him. Let's get into some comparisons. The first one that we like to do is we like to do the Luke Skywalker. So this is him next to Luke. Let's square him up again just to get his height and everything. We'll pop this off. Come on. Or whatever. I'll just put it near his side so we don't have to deal with that again. So here's two figures that have pretty good soft goods capes side by side. This wants to like bunch up in here, by the way. So just you gotta like work that around there. All right. Come on. So here's your like height comparison for him versus Luke. So yeah, I would expect him. Luke is not really crazy tall, so I would expect him to be taller than Luke. Certainly has a bigger noggin than Luke. We knew that. So they look pretty cool next to each other. I feel like that's a good duel. Good duel right there. Let's get Luke more in a better look for him. And then we can do just a basic stormtrooper type, which is the shock trooper. Let's get Luke out of here. This is him next to a shock trooper. So the shock trooper is slightly taller, is he? I mean, they're basically right around the same height. Which one's got the bigger head, though? Is the Grand Inquisitor's head bigger than that helmet? No, but it's close enough. Right around the same size, I would say. Maybe the Stormtrooper is slightly taller. Yeah, the Stormtrooper is slightly taller. think maybe the upper torso on the Stormtrooper, but the legs might be longer. Whatever. So there's your comparison to a shock trooper, and then here he is, the guy calling all the shots. Well, not all the shots, but some of the shots from behind the scenes. It's him next to Vader, which I would expect Vader to be taller. So Vader's taller than like a lot of characters. Like we did Darth Malgus a couple of videos ago, and he was obviously shorter than Darth Malgus, but that's pretty good. I like that. They look cool next to each other. They look good in a display next to each other. I like the way that that looks. All right, so there's your comparisons. And there's your Grand Inquisitor. The Grand Inquisitor. So there's your review of him. So, I mean, I would say, I think that overall, the look is well executed. He has decent articulation. Those, once again, those soft plastic parts that they will use on the shoulders and on his hips can hinder articulation. And the cape and the head sculpt are well executed and probably the best parts of the figure. The hilt of the lightsaber, I wish it could do the spinnies. It can't. And the paint on the hilt is not great, and it can get crooked. I'm worried about warping over time on those for sure. Hopefully we'll get some better lightsaber technology soon. But overall, a decent figure. If you're into Inquisitors, I don't really see much of a reason not to buy it. So I would call it a buy, and a cool figure. So that was the Grand Inquisitor from Obi-Wan. Good job. All right, we have a couple other figures. We're going to change gears a little bit here, and we're going to switch to G.I. Joe Classifieds. We'll leave him, whatever. We'll bring him back out later if we want to. So for G.I. Joe Classifieds, the first one we're going to do is, do we want to do the exclusive? We will save the exclusive for last. So we're going to do the general release, which is going to be Tunnel Rats. Just a cool 80s character right there. A lot of accessories here. I have a bag here. Where'd it go? For the accessories, so we don't lose any accessories, because we're going to end up throwing the boxes out. So G.I. Joe Classified Joey is going to have a bag available. All right, so let's take a look at Tunnel Rat. Cool character. Here's all the stuff he's supposed to come with. So we'll keep track of that. This is a solid piece of cardboard here. And it has, like, that's cool. Like, you could, if you wanted to just kind of line these up, you could throw that in the shelf and it would look decent. So I like the way that they have that. It's a nice little backdrop for you. And then it's got his little supply crate. Love the supply crate idea for Joe's. It's got his name labeled. That's how you know where to put everything. This was a really inspired idea by the Joe team. So great job, Joe team, as usual. Clearly killing the game, as always. All right, so this makes it easy on us. We can put him here. We can review his accessories first, because they're all going to be in the supply crate. All right. Top of this is easy to open anyway, so. Come on. Get out of there. There we go. And then another cool touch on these is they give you the nice paper, the G.I. Joe branded paper. This is actually sealed too. All right, so there's nothing else in that supply crate except for that little whatever instruction or copyright thing in there. So I'm gonna do. Let's see. I like the paper so much. I'll do it down here and just do like a little bit so we can shimmy some of the stuff out of here. There's going to be a lot going on here, so let's not lose track of any of this. There we go. All right. Okay, I think everything's out of there. All right, let's do a roll call here. So we have his backpack. Cool backpack, nice details. Definitely harkens back to the OG Joes that had the nice molded backpacks. and looks really cool with all the extra details and stuff. Little buckles there. That's cool. And then I want his night vision goggles. Love the way that neon green pops on there. That looks really cool. So we'll see how that is when we put it on him. He has a knife. Yeah, he has one knife. So there's his knife. It's got the ridging on the back. Take a look at the hilt. With just little details on the hilt that make it look good. It's not just a straight knife. It's got a little bit of extra details to it, which is pretty cool. There should be a cartridge here. Some type of cartridge here for bullets. That's cool. It's going to peg into something. We'll figure that out. He has his Magnum. There's a good look at the Magnum. Let me get it in there for you. There's the hilt. There you go. That's better. Once again, nice detailing on there. Looks cool. Nice looking gun there for a sidearm. Here is his sniper rifle with the scope. A little bit of a green accent to it. Hold on, let me get it over here for you. Like all the detailing over here. That's cool. The barrel and all that. That's nice. And that's the scope. I don't think the scope is removable. No, it's not. And then he has his flashlights, the things that people always lost on the old ones. So let's just, there are two here. I'm just going to look at one just so you can see them better. There's the flashlight. Once again, love the way that neon green pops on that. That's cool. Does it have a switch? Yeah, it's got like a little switch here. That's nice stuff. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 accessories on that one. So let's just count them up. Oh, and it's got his little bag too. Which is cool. Little detailed buckle on there. There you go. Some texture to it. That's cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the backpack. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know if they like just decided to toss it in, but the bag is not shown on the back of the box. Oh, wait, no, they show it here. They show it here, but like you would think that this is like, here's all the accessories, but for some reason they didn't put the bag in that part. That's what I was going off of. All right. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do so we don't lose track of anything. First, I'm going to put everything in a bag, and then we're going to pop that stuff on him and see how he looks with his different accessories. But first, we don't want to lose track of anything. So, because once again, this will not be my figure going forward. This is going to be somebody else's figure going forward, so I don't want to lose anything. All right, so here is Tunnel Rat in all his glory. It's got these little grabby things. I just like to stretch them, and if they pop, they pop. There we go. Should be easy to get out now. Yep. And then he has them on his legs too. So just give these a pull. These actually are working a little bit easier than they used to. They used to be a pain in the ass to just pull them, but there we go. And then he just pops right out. So this is what that backdrop looks like overall. So pretty cool. He's holding his sniper rifle. He's ready to go. We'll leave that in the background. All right, now here is Tunnel Rat in all his glory. Let's get a little more light in here just so you can see him a little bit better. Liking the tattoos on the forearms. That's cool. Face sculpt looks nice. It's a good looking face sculpt. There's a little bit of like a flesh paint that bleeds into his hat that might need to be touched up a little bit right there, if you notice that. But depending on where you have him looking, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Um, he's got the bullets. He's got that really cool holster for his Magnum there. He's got that interesting, the little compass that we saw early on in classifieds. That just reminds me of like the first wave of classifieds. Here's the back. He's got these knee pads here. These knee pads look pretty cool. Because he's tunnel rat. He's digging around. He's got to be that. We got to get him into a crawling pose. That'll be the big part of the review. We'll try our best to do that. The boots look pretty cool. Shoelaces, all that stuff. All right, let's back our light off. So overall, I'm liking the detailing on him. Yeah, he looks cool. He looks like he's ready to crawl through something for sure. He's got his little tunnel rat. Look at oh my god, look at the little rat. The rat with the flashlight. That is so funny and looks great. He's got like a little I don't know if that's a flashbang or like a smoke grenade or something like that there. Does have his little bandana piece here to go, like he's got his regular bandana and then another bandana around his neck. This is a loose piece. This is a loose piece. This is a loose piece. That drapes around the peg, so you could do that. All right, let's do a little bit of an articulation review, and then we'll try to mess around with some of the accessories on him. So, first things first, head. Yeah, this is what I'm a little concerned here because, all right, let's make sure that we keep this bandana piece out of his way so that we can try to get his head back as much as we can. Doesn't want to go back that much. He doesn't have that much of a look up, which is slightly concerning because you want him crawling around, and that's like he's gonna crawl and then he's gonna look up and all that stuff. We're probably gonna have to do most of that with that chest cut right there. But we'll see what kind of pose we can get him into. He's got the butterflies on the arms, which is great. It's always good. Up a little bit there. That's always decent. He's got the pinless elbows. So you can do that right there. That actual elbow, it seems like it. Hold on, let's get a little more light in here. It's like a slightly different color, that piece, I feel like. It's like more pink. So, interesting. Anyway, straighten his arm out. He does have a cut. He has a cut here, too. Just above his bicep. So that'll give you a little bit of extra articulation there. And then he's got the wrists, as always. They don't seem to... Oh, it's here. What's going on with his wrist? Cut. Interesting. Very tight wrist on that side. Let's see this wrist. Yeah, this one has like the up and down that you would expect on this side. But maybe because it's they want him to be able to hold things differently. I wonder why they have different cuts. Once again, if you look at this arm, next to below his thumb, like to the right of his thumb, there's a cut there for an articulation point. But then on his left arm, it's like straight back, like below his knuckles. So I'm wondering if that's how they want him to be, like holding his gun or something. But that's interesting that they would make that different than the other arm. All right. So anyway, so the upper chest, you're getting a lot here. That's really like a foundational piece of his articulation, is being able to do his chest like this. But then he also does still have waist here, and this waist you can rotate it. So, you know, we're probably going to be able to get him into, like, you can already see that he's going to be able to get into like a decent crawling pose, I feel like. Let's see if we can get him to keep that pose. But all right, as far as the legs kicking out, he's doing full splits, so he's good to go on that. It has the little like T joint that can go up and down, so you could do like different things with it that we're used to with Joe's. Is there there's nothing there near his holsters, right? Oh no, there it is. Yeah, he's got one right there. You go. So right in the break above the holster, he has an articulation point there that you can swivel. And then going for the knees, you can get that pretty high back. That's a really nice back kick right there. So you could definitely get him like crawling around. And then for the knees, I don't think there's another one here, right? Yeah, no, it's here, here, and then nothing in between here. Yeah, okay. And then boots. We didn't really look at these boots either. Look how cool his boots are. I really like the brown on these boots. Those are cool, like tactical boots. I like that. Maybe you could add like a little bit of something on the shoelaces to make those pop a little bit, but you know, it's molded in there, so that's pretty nice. I'd rather it be molded and then you can paint it yourself than anything else. All right, so that's pretty much articulation. Let's get some accessories on him. I want to see how this backpack goes on him. And let's see, and always the fun thing with Joe's is how many accessories can we get on him at once? That is the best part of G.I. Joe Classifieds. All right, so clearly he's got his backpack. How's he standing with the backpack? The backpack is a very big backpack. So you're going to want to get him leaning forward or doing like a knee forward or something like that so you can get him in more of like a standing stance. So he definitely needs a little bit of help because he's getting pulled back by that backpack, as you can see. All right, let's get as much stuff on here as we can. Leave his rifle will be in his hands. We're doing backpack first, right? So give me his flashlights. Flashlights. Let's take a look at how these flashlights go in here. So pretty sure you just peg it in right there. Is there a point at which it wants to? Maybe forward is the way to do it. Let me do it off screen for a second. Is that what you want those? Yeah, you gotta shimmy them in a little bit, I guess. Let me see. Let me look at them again. Yeah, they're supposed to go at that part of the backpack. All right. So basically with these flashlights, and I'll show it with the other one on screen, it's the flashlight itself. Where's the other flashlight? The flashlight itself has more of like a round to it. It's not as like hexagonal as this is. So basically what you got to do is you just got to kind of like shimmy it in there. It'll go eventually because there is a little bit of a give to that. So you just got to like shimmy it in there the best you can. But then once they're in, they're not going anywhere, which is good. So I think that's probably why they did it that way, so that they would catch and then you don't have to worry about it and then they'll stay in there, which is cool. All right. What else can we get on the backpack? Is that all that goes on the backpack? I think that might be all that goes on his backpack, which is very interesting. Usually you can put more on the backpack. Always like to reference the box with these. Yeah, he has a bunch of holsters on him. That's why. Okay, so his knife. His knife is going to go to the holster on his right. It should slide right in, right? Oh, maybe the other way. Oh, there goes the backpack. What makes more sense? When I grab a knife, yeah, he would grab a knife like that. So slide that in over there. Let's get his magnum on him this way. Pop that right in. Okay. For the gun should be able to hold this clip somewhere. Oh, this gun also has a little bit of articulation too, so you could, I guess, set that up. Yeah, you could set that up. So we'll try to do that as well. Gotta be a piece for this gun piece to peg in, though. Let me reference the box one more time. Seems like it's coming out of the side. There's gonna be a cut in the side somewhere. Is that it? It's always hard to work around the iPad when I do this, so that's why I do things off screen sometimes. There we go. It's on the bottom. So that little cut on the bottom is where you want to peg that in. Peg it in. Peg it in. Feels a little loose. Let me try the other side. That might be why. All right, we'll leave it like that for now. I think that you could probably peg it in either way, but there's that pegged in. All right, let's get his gun in his hand. Well, first let's get his little headgear on. So first, I think it's pretty cool that you can, once you get it over the bandana, kind of just have it chilling. Like he's like ready to go into night vision, but it's just kind of there. Like I'm going to pull it down, which is cool. But then let's get the actual thing on his head. Like we'll grab the chin and pop it on there. There we go. Line it up correctly, right with his nose. There we go. There we go. Now we're looking badass. That's really cool. That's really cool. I can let's see, any 3 3/4 inch clones Jedi. Clones or Jedi. I can try to pull some stuff after we get through the review portion of the evening. I got one more figure after this to do an unboxing and review of, and then if you want to stick around, and then I'll try to pull some stuff for you. Clones or Jedi? I have Vintage Collection multi-pack for the clones. Well, but I can definitely show you, or I'll shoot you a DM with some pictures as well. But we kind of blocked out this time to do some figure unboxing and reviews so that people can see some stuff. Yep. All right, let's get his gun in his hand here. So this is clearly his trigger finger hand over here. So we want to get that in there and just shimmy it to the finger. Come on. Damn. All right, hold on. Another thing we got to do off screen. You guys know what's going on over here. First time you mess around with a figure, you gotta learn how that specific figure wants you to get the guns on him and get his backpack on him and get him standing and all that stuff. So it's always fun. All right, get his little trigger finger in there. Cute. All right. Now this popped off in the middle of that, so let's get that back on there. There we go. Already looking real cool though. Like look at that. And that looks pretty natural. Like obviously you want his hand under here. Let's get his hand under there. get his hand moving where it needs to be. Just have it rest there. But like, come on. If you don't appreciate a good G.I. Joe classified figure, I don't know what you're doing. How could you not like that? That looks badass. I put barely any effort into that too. All right, here's the backpack. Come on, peg in. Peg a leg. All right, let's get him standing with all of his stuff on him. So, just another example of how awesome it is. Oh, and he needs his little his bag too. Oh boy. Can I slide this over here? Let's get his bag going. Yeah. Get in there. Oh, way to not be a pain in the ass bag. That could have been horrible. All right. That could have been such a pain in the ass if I had to undo his gun to do that. But there you go. Basic stance. Put him in a shelf. Right? I might want to fix his goggles a little bit from this angle. I think straight on, because you can kind of see his eyes still. But that's pretty badass. That looks good like that. All right, now let's do the fun part of, let's try to get him in a stance where he's being tunnel rat, because he's a tunnel rat. All right, I think we're gonna, first what I would like to see is, can we get him like a sniper configuration here? Get him like that. Get him arched back. I think you might need to lose his backpack for that. Get him arched back. Lift his arms up. His head go up. Yeah. Okay. That's a lot. I think you needed a little bit more head articulation on him to like pull something like this off. He has the neck too that you can use, but just don't want to push it too much. All right, so let's get him like that the best we can. We'll use this. Get him like that the best we can. Set up his gun into a sniper configuration. Trying to get it going. I don't know. This is why these reviews take so long, because I need to figure out how to do it. I just don't see how I can get it to the point where maybe if I do his knees back a little bit more, just to make it even more awkward, so that he can kind of stand up on his knee more. And then use the gun as the brace. Sorry, I know a lot of this is happening off screen. I'm just trying to figure it out. This is not going to be perfect, but it'll be an example of like, all right, fresh out the box, how can you figure this out? I don't know if you could really pull that off. So I'd like to see what some of the professional reviewers, how they handled getting him into a pose like this, or if they even attempted it. Because clearly the gun wants you to do something like that. I think it's maybe if you get him in like a sniper's nest. I mean, that's decent. I feel like you can mess around with it a little bit more. I just think he's looking down too much, though, for that. All right, and then let's get a little flashlight action going. A little flashlight with Magnum. We're creeping around. Get this gun out of here. That's the other thing that I want to see with him. Give me this up. Give me a crouch stance. Like I'm creeping around. I'm creeping around because I'm a tunnel rat. Right. walking through. All right, get him like walking. Christopher Walken. All right, he's holding that. All right, sorry, we'll get it. Get his gun in his hand. Jesus. He's like watching me play with toys. Come on. There we go. Give me one of his flashlights. Let's get it in there a little bit more. I don't want it to be too low because I want you to be able to see the flashlight in the pose, but where was it? Oh, somehow it got pinned there. Okay. One second. There we go. That is decent. I want it to be straight though. I guess you can just move this hand. Okay, let's try it like that. Creeping around over here. Got all his shit. He's in a walking pose. Pop his wrist up. Let's get him to keep that walking pose if we can. Come on, you know you want it. You know you want it. There we go. Let's see if it stays. Okay. That's fairly solid. There you go. Tunnel rat. He's got his flashlight. You know, if he's put him in like a cave setting or, you know, a tunnel setting like this. And he's got his flashlight. He's got his magnum out. He's ready to pop. You can do that with a knife too. That's dope. This is a really cool figure. I'm going to have to get a personal one for sure. Really nice, well executed tunnel rat. All right. So overall, loving that tunnel rat. I think that getting him into a sniper pose might not be the best move. But you could definitely get him, you know, in some crawling poses, some creep around in cave poses, get his headgear on, all that stuff. All that stuff works really well. Well, yeah, I just moved around like that, but obviously you might want to, if you want to have him permanently like this, pop a figure stand on his foot. You know, all that stuff is always going to elevate your figures. So really cool. Love the accessories on this one for the most part. Love the detailing. Good articulation, allows you to do a lot of cool things and tell a lot of stories with G.I. Joe classified figures. So that's cool. All right. We'll have him chill in the background because we do have another figure that we're going to take a look at. Just make sure we have all of his accessories. I have one flashlight, one magnum, one, two, three, four. I just like to keep track of this stuff because I'm shipping this to somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There were 9 accessories. 1, 2, 3, 4 on him. 5, 6, 7, 8 is on here. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I think we have everything. I will review that afterward. We don't need to waste time on that. All right. So that was the G.I. Joe Classified Tunnel Rat review. So let him chill in the background. We have another guy to review who is an exclusive. So it's kind of a treat because this has not necessarily been an easy figure for people to get. And it just came out. So let's get all Tunnel Rat stuff out of the way first. And it's going to be the Night Force Big Ben. So I believe this is the first Night Force figure that we've actually gotten in hand. But he looks badass. Let's take a look at him. I can already tell you that I'm going to like the boots on this one. Those are cool looking boots. And then here's all the stuff that he's supposed to come with. I don't know if there's going to be any surprises. Got another compass over here. Interesting. So he's got a couple different guns that we're going to mess around with. And he's got his gas mask. All right. David Big Ben Bennett. And once again, we have a really cool backdrop for him. Once again, I mean, for any people that are more inbox collectors, I think that displaying them like this is not bad. I mean, you've got them to this point, you might as well open it, but you could do something with these backdrops for sure. I do like that that they're at least giving you that option with the this type of packaging. All right, here's this crate. It's a pretty light crate. I don't think he has a crazy amount of accessories, but we'll pop it open and take a look. Got his name and everything. Yep, okay, there's his crate. Number 77 in the line, David Big Ben Bennett. All right, open this a little bit just to get everything out. Okay, we got pieces. Oh, is that a full head swap? Interesting. Not just a gas mask. It looks like it's a full head swap on him. All right. For our pieces here, it looks like we have, because we're counting these extra little pieces here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Already, we're seeing a little warping here on this gun. So we'll try to push that back into place. It kind of bent right back into place, but for that one, might want to some of these ones, like I have this left over from some other figure that we did. This was like somebody's knife, and it came with extra cardboard to keep it straight so that it didn't bend. So, and this is an exclusive too, so you got a little bit of limpness going on there, but I think you could probably just mold it right. Maybe heat it up a little bit, get it to the point you want it to, and then leave it, but there is a little bit of a bend to that. All right. There's a lot going on here. So we have a little Uzi-like guy, right? Is that an Uzi? Sorry, I'm not a gun expert, by the way, guys, so I'm not going to call these things the right things. I'm just going to observe them and say, that's a cool gun. That's a cool gun. Maybe could use a little bit of extra paint on here, but overall, there's some potential here. And then you got this guy, which maybe it's like a shotgun? Does this hinge? This has a hinge to it. I'm gonna say shotgun, and maybe be wrong about that, but I'm saying based on this barrel, maybe it's like a shotgun. And then this big Mama Luke here, we'll just call this the Big Ben, the Limp Dick Big Ben. All right, so now this piece is clearly gonna peg into something. I assume it's gonna be this big guy. Let's take a look. That goes there. Oh no, it's got to be this one. It's this one. It's a little guy. So this is definitely not a shotgun then, right? Oh no, here we go. This is what pegs in here. There you go. That slides right in. And then he'll have the extra clip if you want to show him like switching clips. All right, and then we have the extra barrel here, which is gonna go on what? I think this goes on the Uzi to make it like a silenced Uzi. Silenced Uzi, and they're always going to give you those ports on the fronts because anything that comes with blast effects will be able to cross over with the other gun. That's what they've said about those guns, which is really nice. This also hinges down here. So this is like a heavy MG, which is cool. And I'm assuming that I can pop this on somewhere. It's got to go like there, right? You think you can wind that up? Maybe this way? Yeah, there you go. There you go. You can see the groove when you get in there, but you can wind that up and pop that gun on. So essentially you're getting those 3 guns, and then this, as I was saying earlier, I'm surprised. This is a full different head sculpt here. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be a gas mask that you kind of like put on him. All right, so that's your overview of accessories. And now let's get Big Ben out of here and take a look at him. Got this this stuff here that we got to kind of rip out. Let me see. Where's my knife? This might be more of a scissor job. Hold on. All right, let me grab my scissors. I was not expecting this. 1 second. Because that other one, literally, you just pop the plastic things off. Let me grab a scissor. All right, just cut all these. All right, let's get Big Ben out of there. All right, and now here is Big Ben in all his glory. Really menacing face sculpt here. Like the paint. The hat is great. The hat makes this figure, like, or this character. A very big piece here for these bullets on the front of him. This is a very big piece. So it doesn't seem, I don't think it's going to get in the way of articulation too much because it's a cross area over there, but it definitely pops out. And then you got this little logo over here, which is cool. And then you got his British flag over there. He's got extra holsters over here. Stuff on the back. Yeah, he's going to be able to hold a lot of stuff on him. Maybe this is probably for the silencer, and then this is probably for his like extra cartridge, I guess. But yeah, he definitely looks really cool. Let's get a little more light on him, so you guys can see a little bit more of what I'm seeing. But he's definitely a cool looking guy. And then, as I was saying, oh, look at the gloves. The gloves look cool. I love the jacket look. Pretty well executed jacket look here. Because if you look at his like cuffs on his hand, above his hands, right where the jacket ends, That's really nice detail. I like that. That's really cool. His gloves are cool. He's got like the cool padding on his gloves. And then the boots. The boots look really dope. Nice detailing on the boots. I love the green going into the black. That's cool. All right, we'll do a little bit of an articulation review on him. Okay, so for the head, he doesn't have as much hindering his look up as Tunnel Rat did. And then here's your look down. And all around. Shoulder is going to be pretty... Ooh, go pretty high up with that shoulder. And then you got this cut here. Elbow. There you go. There's your elbow on him. Wrists, or his wrist consistent. Yeah, that wrist is the same as the other wrist. Or do they have a different thing going on with this wrist too? Let me take a look myself. Yeah, he's got like this side wrist thing. So I think that they're doing this as a way to like for them to hold their weapons a certain way. Because this one has the wrist to the side of the wrist, and this one has the wrist on the top of the wrist. So I think that there's maybe I just haven't opened enough classified figures. They're clearly doing something so that it's like this is helps you to hold his guns. All right, so now lean back, lean forward with that chest cut. You can also go side to side here. Yeah, you can. This is a separate piece. This is a soft plastic piece right here. So that it's not getting in the way too much. It's slowing you down a little bit. That's what I'll call it. And then I don't think that there's another waist under there. Their waist piece. Interesting. So you're not really going to get too much out of his lower waist. All right, and then we're going to kick forward. Maybe this leg kick forward. Yeah, it's a little bit. This piece is getting in your way a little bit. So you're going to have to work your way around this piece right here. Specifically. But he's kind of like a big brooding guy, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. There's your upper thigh? I guess upper thigh cut. There's his knee. Can we get that part of the knee go? I don't know. Does that go? Let's see on the other side. I wouldn't push it too much. That probably will articulate back, but like I said, this is not my figure, so don't want to overdo it. Let's see if we look. Yeah, there's a little bit of extra there, so we can give it a shot. 1 second. Sometimes you just got to isolate that one part first to get it moving. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, so it's all about isolating the joint first. There we go. Look at that. Kick back. Right there. At least for the first time of doing it, you got to just so you can learn how it's supposed to go. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, this lower part of the knee, definitely be very careful with that part. And then he has a little bit of a like shin cut here. And then the knees, the ankles, what you would expect from the ankles. So decent articulation. Actually has more articulation than Tunnel Rat would, which I would not have expected. I think Tunnel Rat just has a couple extra accessories going on him that are hindering his articulation a little bit. Plus he has like the bandana thing and like all that other stuff. So either way. All right. So moment we've all been waiting for. Let's try this head swap. So it's going to pull the full neck piece off. And then you just pop this on, right? Is that right? I think that's right. Let's see, is this head supposed to come off this neck? I don't think this head is supposed to come off this neck, so I'm pretty sure you pull the whole neck off. Sometimes it's easier to pop their heads on backwards, to be honest. And then kind of like spin yourself into it. Yeah, because now it's on there a little more solid. So there's the gas mask head. Oh no, it's still off. Hold on. Let me do it off screen. Yeah, okay, cool. There's your gas mask head. That looks cool. Reminds me of Firefly from DC. That's cool. This is the piece that was like kind of getting in the way when I was trying to pop the head on. So try to just clear that, get that into a clear area before you pop it on. But that look how nice that hood blends into the rest of the figure. That's really well executed, I think. Because it really does look like it's all one piece, which is nice. A little bit of the different coloring, but you know, this kind of matches that, and you know, you don't want it to be the same color everywhere. So that's really cool. Now I'm wondering, because I do like this Big Ben head sculpt. Which head sculpt would we prefer to this? Like, if you had him on a shelf, which head sculpt would we prefer to display him with? I mean, I might lean towards the Big Ben one, but you could definitely reuse this head for a couple different things. I mean, you could maybe get another one, have a couple of guys with the gas mask around him. This actually low key army builder. Low key army builder, because once you get the mask on him, he can be anybody, right? So give him a little kiss. Give him a little kiss. Okay. That's for you, Avi. All right. Let's at least show this with maybe like the Uzi. Like a silenced Uzi type thing. Which one's the wrist? All right, so he's a lefty. So get his Uzi in his hand. You know, someone just popped like some mustard gas or something, and he's creeping through. Maybe he's on like comms or something too. I will say, you really got to work this butterfly over here. This butterfly is a little bit hindered by this big piece right here. So maybe if we can get it like down there and then over and then up and then in. And then the wrist popped. That's him like searching through the mustard gas with the silencer attached. That's cool. Oh, and then the other thing that we always like to do with G.I. Joe Classifieds is let's see how many items we can get on him at once. So as I was saying before, I think that this piece back here is for the silencer. That would be my best guess. Yeah, that pops right in there. And then I think you might be able to just kind of put whatever you want wherever you want. So let's say that the Uzi goes there. It's probably where the Uzi goes. He has this extra clip. I think that might be what's supposed to go back here. Maybe I'll put it like upside down. It might slide in better. Yeah, see, like that makes sense. He's got his silencer, his clip, his Uzi, like that. And then you pick one of these two big guns. I don't think that you can peg either of the guns into his back. You know what you can do, though, is you can get... Well, first let's look at him with what I assume is this shotgun. Before we do that, and then we'll put the big gun on him to finish. Let's get this back out of here, too. Okay. there. That clipped. We don't really want that. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Just as like a little handle, right? Yeah, there we go. It's like a little handle. So be careful with that though, because I don't know how strong that piece is going to be. Once again, we got to get his arms close to his body. Yeah, see, that came off. See that? But I think that can pop on and off. I don't think we broke it. No, that pops on and off. I think they made that so that that'll come off easily. So you don't have to like worry about breaking it. All right, so keep that stable. Get it tight to his body. Use those butterflies. Look at that. Look at that popping out of a trench at you. Here's the shotgun. Just blast it. Right there. Right in the face. Get it back. Hold on. Let's get a little more light on that because I want to like do that. That's cool. That looks fucking cool. We're reviewing all your figures, Avi. You're missing the whole thing. All right, that's the shotgun. It is Girthy Ben. This is the home stretch of the Girthy Ben review. And then what I was gonna say, as a way to get everything on him, I think that maybe we could just use these to slide these back here. So say we have like his backpack, his shotgun strewn across his back here. See if we can get that in there. You know, it doesn't have to look crazy good from the back in order for it to look good in the front. So that's like just another way to get him. Why is this not pointing over here? And then we'll go with the big gun to finish, and I'm going to pop his other head sculpt on. Get his long neck back in there. I think that's solid. Yeah, that's... okay, hold on. You want to put a little bit more of effort into that? There we go. All right, and then he's got his little limp dick gun. Dude, what I was not expecting, Avi, now that you're here, is that it's a full extra head sculpt. I thought it was going to be just like a mask you put on him. I'll send you the link to the YouTube video so you get to see like everything that we went over. And then there is this. I'm not crazy about though, because that's out of the package, and that is definitely like a little too excited to be in the war there, Big Ben, Girthy Ben. We'll give that a little bit of a bend just so we can get a good pose on him. And then let's get. I think you could probably get that like that. Is that how you would do it? And just get them like maybe just standing like that, just like ready to go, ready to pop out. I do think. I mean, listen. What I was saying was that I think that having the extra gas mask, this guy is a low key army builder because you can throw a couple of guys with him around him with the gas mask, and then him like leading the troops. But I think if I just had Big Ben, I might just display him with the Big Ben head sculpt because it's a cool head sculpt. So I'm very impressed. I like Big Ben. G.I. Joe Classifieds, man. Best action figure line? Question mark! Exclamation point. Yeah, their grunt is coming for sure. People have already been finding grunts. So there is Big Ben. Here is your comparison to Monsieur Tonorat. Definitely taller than him. Good team right there, though. Good team right there. Best boots goes to Big Ben, though. Best boots goes to Big Ben. Yeah, we had to do a little tunnel rat review tonight. Couldn't wait on that one. All right, cool. So there you go. So those are the two classifieds we did, with a special guest appearance by the Grand Inquisitor. Avi, I'll let you see the Grand Inquisitor since you wanted to. So look at that crew. Look at that crew. Or how about we do this? Oh no. Let's finish like this. They got them like held hostage right there. There you go. There's your boys. With that. There you go. It's the Dragonfly Aslab. Can we get this here so that it'll actually sit? Doesn't want to sit. It's like lopsided. It'll be a good. There you go. That's for the screen grab. Let me zoom out on that a little bit, actually, because we might be able to get a better screen grab if I do something like that for the YouTube. Always good to set ourselves up for a good YouTube screen. Get like different angles of it. Joe's v Saudis. All right, cool. Yeah, that was fun. I actually all three of those figures. I mean, if I were to rank all three of these figures, oh boy. I'm gonna put Grand Inquisitor last. I'm gonna put him last just because I think that Classifieds overall is a better line than Black Series at this point. You're getting so many more accessories. You're getting just there's a little more like fun toyetic joy to all those figures. Yes, Big Ben is British. See, he's got the British flag. I think I'm gonna give it to Big Ben. I like the idea of Tunnel Rat creeping around with his flashlights, doing cool shit. But his gun specifically has a sniper configuration, and when I got him on the ground and tried to do the sniper pose, just like quickly try to do it, which I could probably figure it out better if I put a little more time into it, and you had the right setting for it. I just don't think that he can look up enough for you to really pull off the sniper pose. So I'm gonna give it to Big Ben. I'm gonna give it to Big Ben because of his stature and the fact that he has not just one but two awesome head sculpts and three dope guns. This is a cool gun that he's holding right now. That's my least favorite gun that he comes with, and it's still a really cool, overpowering, great looking gun. The shotgun is probably my favorite. And then the Uzi, and the fact that you can turn the Uzi into a silenced Uzi. You know, that's just really cool options. I like the way that Tunnel Rat holds all of his items. The fact that he has a lot of different holsters. He has the backpack that can hold the flashlights. That's really cool. But I think I got to give it to Big Ben overall. I think that he just has a little bit more going on with him. The fact that you could turn him into an army builder if you wanted to, have him, you know, getting a bunch of British Joes together, fighting through mustard gas, you know, doing whatever you got to do. Yeah. So overall, I would say Big Ben number 1, Tunnel Rat number 2, Grand Inquisitor number 3 for the 3 figures that we reviewed tonight for our What's in the Box unboxing / reviews section of the stream. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. Feel free, if you came in late, to check it out on the YouTube. It's at Jobus Palace on YouTube. We're currently streaming on Whatnot at Jobus Palace, so if anybody wants to stop by and grab anything from us, we have a ton of awesome figures available. We do have another Big Ben available, so if anybody needs one of those. Yeah, we have some local shows coming up. We're going to do a Long Island TCG show this Sunday. And like I said, it's at Jobus Palace across everything. It's Whatnot, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, eBay, all those places. So if you're looking for figures, we got a lot of awesome figures. All right, so I hope everybody enjoyed the review. Until next time, thanks for stopping by, guys. All right, guys. Have a good one. Peace out. All right, that was not me actually signing off. That was just for the YouTube video. But yeah, cool section of reviews there. I like having this extra element of actually reviewing figures on the streams because it gives people a little bit more. There weren't as many people around tonight to see them, but I think overall I'm getting a little bit better at it. And actually, maybe I'll just leave these on here because those are pretty secure in there, Avi. So I'm just gonna leave those. All right, let's get his lightsaber going. Once again, I was not really thrilled with the hilt on this lightsaber. Look at the coloring on that. The Omega Rangers 4-pack came in. That's the main thing that came in today. Yeah, that's like all that came in today. All right, let me review and make sure that we have all of the. I'm gonna get you guys over here so you guys can look at inventory while I'm doing stuff in the background again. So once again, if you guys just came in, that was our unboxing / review section of the stream. But we are here to sell figures, so if anybody wants anything. Oh, Avi, do you want like the crates? Like a couple things with any of these figures. So they come with like this backdrop for Big Ben, and then it comes with a crate. Like, is this stuff that you're just gonna throw out anyway? Okay. And you don't want this whole backdrop? Okay, just making sure. Just because those are cool features that they do specifically in the G.I. Joe Classified line. So I wanted to at least give you the option if you wanted them. All right, let's make sure that we have all of our accessories here. So, Big Ben had 3 guns, a silencer, a clip. Oh, he's supposed to have like mustard gas. Did I miss that? Clip there, and he's clearly got a. What the fuck is that missing? Alright, I'll look around for that. God damn it. Alright, I don't know if that's a thing that people are reporting at all, or if it just got lost in the fold. I'm going to keep an eye out for. Can you open the Bifrost? What's that X? This is the piece that I didn't notice us having when we unboxed it, by the way, Avi. Oh, wait, no, that is the same piece. No, it's not a mustard gas piece. Okay, no, I know what it is. Let me just review that one more time and make sure that we have everything. There, I know that Inquisitor is good because it just has one accessory. It's just the way that they highlight it, it looks different. It's showing you that you can peg it in, I guess. Yeah, because this piece. Yep, that's what it is. It's that piece. So just know that this piece pegs into the big gun if it comes unattached. Okay, so I have this with the big gun. I have the silencer I left on him, and the Uzi I left on him. Yes. And then I have the shotgun, which has the clip attached to it. Okay, so that's all the Big Ben stuff. And then for the Tunnel Rat, I had Tunnel Rat, who has 2 flashlights in his backpack. He has his Magnum. He has a sniper rifle. He has this clip. He has his knife, which I left on him. Yes. And then he's got his headgear. Oh, and obviously the extra head sculpt for the Big Ben over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So annoying. And he's got his little bag here, right? 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is his knife. Okay, yeah, good. Yep. He's got everything he needs there. All right. That's your stuff. All right. Sorry for anybody who was waiting for me. Avi, Joe's got Shirtless Mole, Old Master Mole, and Clone Wars Mole. Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to, after I do a review, especially when it's other people's figures, I want to make sure that I have all of the accessories in a bag so I don't lose anything for anybody. All right. If you're still here, whoever asked about Darth Maul. Yeah, we have the Sith Apprentice, we have Robo Legs, and we have Old Master. If you're specifically looking for Maul figures. So let me know if you want to see any of those, and I'll pull them out for you. Yes, of course. That's what I was waiting for. Just so you know, this is a Night Brother Warrior, if you're just after Dathomirians in general. That's a Night Brother Warrior. That's a Gaming Grades. We might have an Archer still. This is the Sith Apprentice, so it's the shirtless Maul. The yoked Maul. And then we have Robo Legs, which is the Clone Wars version. So you got his Robo Legs there. And then we have the Gaming Greats Vision, which is the Old Master. Old Master. So, Matt, if you're interested in any of those, let me know. I don't know if that was a boo, like a boo. Those are the 3 options on moles tonight. If you decide you want any of those, let me know. If you want more than one, we always do better deals on multiples. So just shout it out. All right, was there anybody else that requested anything? Hold on, we pop out and pop back in. My Gito Battle Pack. Alex, I don't know if you're still here. I don't know what that means. Big Ben. You were talking. That was all Avi talking. There was somebody else that asked for something earlier, but what is this? Boo for the Robo Legs. Gotcha. Yeah, I would say if you're not a fan of Robo Legs, I would go with the Sith Apprentice. Because that's when he was younger and didn't have Robo Legs. How much for Yoked Mole? Okay. Do I have him listed? Sith Apprentice. Mall. Let's go to the mall today. 1 second. I didn't have him listed, so I just got to reprice him. This one, 50th anniversary. Protein shake mall. Sith Apprentice is 35 on his own. Or if there's anything else you're interested in, as I said earlier, we always do better deals on multiples. So if you want me to run him for 35 on his own, let me know and I will do that for you. Or if you want to look at more Black Series and try to do a combo deal for him and somebody else, I can do that as well. Just let me know. I'll put these two back for now. Leave him out for a moment. Old Master. Over there. Yeah, of course. There's a bunch of stuff in the store. I will do an overview of all the Black Series that we have on display right now, though. Because that's most of like the newer stuff. So, Star Killer 3-pack with the 2 Stormtroopers in there. Black Chrysanthemum. Darth Malgus. This is a Stormtrooper and a Clone Trooper in the orange box. Then we got a Migs Mayfield, Jedha Patrol Stormtrooper, Shock Trooper, Senate Guard, Walmart exclusive Purge Trooper, Elite Squad Trooper, Cal Kestis, Ayla Sakura, Battle Droid, Fourth Sister. There's a Commander Gree back there. That's a Sith Trooper back there. This is a version of Vader back here that I'll show you if you want one. This is Revenge of the Jedi Vader. Then we got Dr. Evazan, Light Cruiser Luke, the moles we talked about, Darth Malak, Clone Commander Jesse, which is a Walmart exclusive, Tech and Echo, 13th Battalion Trooper, Carbonized Shore Trooper, New Republic Security Droid, Dr. Afra, Galen Erso, Figrin Dan, Ezra, and Chopper are in these red boxes up here. Then we got Death Watch Mando, Axe Woves, Tython Boba Fett, the Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane 2-pack, Baze Malbus, Ned B, Throne Room Boba Fett, Saw Gerrera, Jar Jar, Nalin Cheel, Mando Loyalist. Those are vintage collection figures up there. And then there's a ton more Black Series listed in the store. We have more figures than we could possibly display at once. So if you're looking for more Black Series or a specific character, just use the search function in the auction and buy it now sections and see what other figures we have. But for now, we have the mall pulled. Put this Star Killer back over here. We can do vintage collection as well if anybody wants to do vintage collection. You can look at some of those. And Avi, this is the newer. This is the Omega Ranger set. Yeah, so they have only been shown in the comics. The Omega Rangers. They're dope, though. They're really cool designs. The helmets are really cool. I'm going to take a piss. I'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, listen. At least we've gotten a lot of good versions of Mighty Morphin. They got through a decent amount of teams. I would hope that whatever teams that they've started, they would at least finish before they stop. It is what it is. You know, there's a lot of stuff in that line that was never going to sell. The thing that I'm most happy about is that we got some monsters. You know, because that's what we needed the most. They gave us some great monsters. Have your boxes strewn all over this room, Avi. I finally got to clean them up. It was funny opening a the Inquisitor because he was in plastic. Like, oh Jesus, I haven't encountered plastic in a while doing these. Those are fine because those are protectors. I would say between Legends and them, yeah, yeah. You know what it is? It's because Legends has like tiers. You know, like they have those. Well, I guess Black Series too. The thing about Black Series is that they just keep releasing the same figures over and over again. So, if you think of a figure that was in windowless packaging, it was probably also released in on a retro card. I think it was this. I don't even remember. All right, it is 2:45. We accomplished the reviews that we wanted to tonight, so I'm happy. We'll stay on till 3, but I'm gonna go. Oh, whatever. We'll stay on for a couple more minutes in case anybody wants anything. I'm going to go ahead and say that it is last call for figures. Last call for figures. So we will be back next week, Wednesday and Thursday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll try to work some day streams in as well. We have a convention on Sunday, so tomorrow will be the shipping for the stuff we sold in the morning, and then getting ready for that show the rest of the day. Work the show on Sunday, unpack from the show on Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll be ready for streaming on Wednesday. A lot of the random boxes that we've opened. No, it's a trading card show. They will not be there. The next show that I do after that will be the Legions Con show, though. So, if you have a want list for Legions in general, give me that updated list, and then I could probably grab stuff for you while I'm there. So, I have like some Pokemon and sports cards left, but I don't buy cards anymore. So I'll work good shows in my area. So basically, my booth last time I'll show you. I think you could probably see it on my Instagram too. This is the post I did. So when I had to do a booth a couple of months ago, this is basically like what it looks like. So like ETB's up top, and then like amiibos, figures. Obviously, I have a binder there that has single cards, some plushes, some sports cards, MetaZoo, just funny, sports cards. It's just stuff that I've left over. But I'd rather work that show than not. The first time we did it, I was very surprised with how good we did at that show. And a lot of that stuff, I've had it, so I kind of just price it to sell just to get it out of here. So it is what it is. There's not any other shows going on. The first time we did it, it was successful. They've expanded. They made it a little bit bigger. So sometimes it's got to just be like, this is good marketing. We're going to do the show. So I'll be there on Sunday doing that. All right, I think we're going to sign off for the night. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Avi, once I post that edited version, well, I'm not going to edit. I'm just going to do an in point and out point. I'll send you the link to the YouTube so that you can see the review that we did. Also, any critiques that people want to give me on those reviews, I'm all ears because I am just starting doing them, learning on the fly. So constructive criticism is always welcome on that stuff. All right, we're going to sign off for the night. So thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.